you know what I find funny in people? How they'll try something once and then claim that it doesn't work because it didn't pay off after that one time they did it. A prime example would be vlogging. I recommend everybody online get in front of a camera just like this. In fact, I made a video probably less than a week ago saying that if you get on camera and speak to your audience, you're going to get results from it. And I'm more than sure that a few of you went out there and recorded your first vlog. And because you only got a few likes on that shit, because you didn't blow up and everything didn't change overnight, you probably wrote off vlogging. You probably said, oh no, it doesn't work, it's not for me. And I understand the feeling of coming out of your comfort zone, attempting something, and it not going like you thought it was going to go. I understand that. That's my life too. But my life is also perseverance. My life is also determination. My life is seeing something through. And when I brought my first video out, of course, I didn't have the greatest reception in the world for that stuff. But imagine that I didn't continue. I would have nowhere near the subscribers I have. I'd have made nowhere near the amount of money that I have. And I'd have had nowhere near the amount of connections and people who pay attention to me that I have now. See, you doing something once and then not doing it again and writing it off for something that doesn't work is equivalent to me going to the gym, doing a bicep curl, looking in the mirror, not seeing growth and saying, well, the gym doesn't work. This shit is about consistency. This shit is something you keep doing, and that's when you're going to be able to say if something works or not, is when you do it over a consistent period. And you try making vlogs every day or every week or every month, whatever kind of consistency you want to do it at, but it's something you've got to see out the course on, something that you've got to continually do regardless of the results that you get from the individual one. It's more about where you're going to. If you want things to work in your life, you need to stay the course. When you get in this game, you need to stay at it. You need to stay on it. You cannot do this shit for a day or do this shit for a week, and when you don't blow up, when you don't make $1,000, just say, oh well, it just must not be for me. Because you're absolutely right, it's not for you. If you're not willing to stick the course out, if you're not willing to do more, if you're not willing to stay consistent, if you're not willing to sacrifice things in order to keep these commitments, then this is definitely not for you. Or any type of success is definitely not for you. You need to go get yourself a job application. You need to go back to school. You need to do something, because this lane is not for you. You're not going to learn what to do in a day or a week or a month. You've got to stay at this consistently. That's when you're going to see what works. That's when you're going to see what doesn't work. Often you'll see someone doing these kind of things out there and you think that they must be special. No, they just did it one day and they stayed doing it every day. They didn't start crying about it's not working. They didn't start crying about they're not making enough money. They just stayed the course. They stuck with it. They got in line and they waited in line. A lot of you were getting in line, waiting for a little bit, getting bored and getting out the line again. And then trying to come back and push in where you were, and people are like, nope, back of the queue again. You gotta stay the course. You're not gonna know what works and what doesn't work unless you consistently do this. And I hope this video can either get you in the game if you're not in it already, or keep you in there if you have put yourself in there. This shit is not for weaklings. This shit is not for pussies. This shit's gonna be harder than anything you've had to do in your life. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Because it doesn't matter if you're okay with it or not. You've got to do it. There's no other way. You don't get to do this on your terms. You don't get to say, well, I'll put in a bit of work, but, you know, or I'll do this, but I won't do that side of things. You don't get to do that. You don't get to say that. You got to do whatever it takes. And I hope this video helps, man. If you like this video, please do share it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, don't get mad. Get motivated. Get in the game. Stay in the game. No excuses, no bullshit. Let's go.